I don't care if I was gonna, I should have said something else. I don't care if anybody's in, you know, this right now, as long as I give my 2 cents. As the title says, autism and the fire service. Now, do I believe that an autistic person has every right to join a fire department? Yes, I do. Um, Personally, what's going on, Stewie? I'm Stewie. Sorry, but it depends on the severity of the autism. For me, I have high functioning autism. Now, in the fire service, you're dealing with the life and death situations, and there's going to be some people out there who says, "Oh well, firefighting's not like in the top 10 most dangerous jobs," but doesn't mean that it's not dangerous at all. The job itself, volunteer or career, is dangerous. End of story. But going back to what I'm saying, I had people, a lot of naysayers to me that I don't belong in the fire service because I have high functioning autism. Well, back then I had, if I say it right, I know I have, communication problems, social cues, Asperger's syndrome. I had that before. Then the doctor re-diagnosed me with high functioning autism not too long ago, like say I think 4 or 5 years ago. Can't remember when. But I do believe what's going on. I do believe that personally, it's the same thing I have, the same thing I say, but there's gray areas. Like somebody has high functioning autism, and that person, he or she wishes to buy a gun. Okay, I see no problem with you not, you know, I see no problem. I mean, you can buy a gun if you have high functioning autism. I mean, you can function like a normal person, but you just have that high functioning autism part now. Now, if it's a person who has low functioning autism, I'm of the opinion, I don't know, that's just no. Now, same thing with the fire service. Now, if some autistic person has, who's low functioning autism, was it with Ralph, whatever it is? Sorry, what's going on? Yeah, you said that to me before. But personally, if you have low functioning autism, you should be able to at least be involved in the fire department. Like, I know there's several fire departments across the country doing this honorary firefighter kind of deal. I have no problem with that. The train spotter. Yeah, train spotter. That's cool. I'm a big rail fan myself, so well, I don't know if you're a rail fan. Um, Basically, what I'm trying to say is that it depends on nice, good old UK. Um, what I'm trying to say is that you can't basically, push someone to the side because that person's not, you know, you feel you don't trust that person because that person has, is low functioning autistic. Just because someone is low functioning autistic, now depending on what there's severities to any kind of autism. Like I know a kid who's nonverbal. I mean, there's some people who are autistic, low functioning autistic, that are not verbal, but that doesn't mean that you can't, you know, that you have to shelter the kid for the person. Personally, You need to get those life experiences out there. Like, I'm not saying that the person is able to drive a car. I mean, some autistic people are not able to drive a car. Maybe they don't feel comfortable doing that kind of stuff. But someone has low functioning autism. I mean, that person should be involved in any way possible. I mean, washing the trucks, or that person wants to go through firefighter one, but firefighter one and two, and as an honorary firefighter of a certain fire department in the U.S., go for it. See, my thing is, of course, I'm a firefighter to help people. I mean, that's why I'm a firefighter. If I wasn't a firefighter to help people, well, then that's just not how it goes. But later on in my life, once I got re-diagnosed with high functioning autism, I came up with a plan. No, I've never been to UK. Nah. And besides, if I went to the UK and actually drove on the left side of the lane as opposed to the right side, that'd be weird to me. I mean, not trying to make fun of you or the UK, just that's just weird for me. But yeah, I think a person that has like low functioning autism should be involved in a certain kind of way, washing the trucks, mopping and sweeping the mop and the floors in the firehouse. Um, who knows? That person who may be low functioning or high functioning and wishes to be an honorary firefighter. Maybe that person wants to go through firefighter one and two and hazmat ops. I mean, I have no problem with that. I had to deal with a bunch of naysayers in my life that, oh, well, I don't trust you because you have high functioning autism. I don't trust you because you're a firefighter and since you have high functioning autism. You know, when it comes to stuff like that, I really don't. I've kind of actually grew a thick skin, and I would blatantly say to the person, I could care less about your opinion. Personally, like I said, people with high functioning autism or low functioning autism, we have a different set of interests. My interests are is that I like uh, trains, I like firefighting. That's one of my main interests and interests. In some areas here, it's some of the cops, like here in Roanoke City, the cops have only blue lights, and state police, Virginia State Police, has only blue lights. And Roanoke County and Botetourt County has red and blue lights. Um, it varies from jurisdiction to jurisdiction. So that's just to go further than that. But yeah, I think, you know, I know I'm keep going around in circles. Um, I've had a lot of naysayers say to me that, oh, well, you wouldn't make it because you have high functioning autism and all that kind of stuff. You know what? When it comes to people like that, I just care what don't care what they have to say. Um, but it depends on you as a person. Like, I don't care. Like, you could be that kind of person who just doesn't care what other people think. I mean, do what you want to do. I mean, that's really comes down to it. I mean, sure, there's some gray areas, but I'm not saying that person with low functioning autism should not join the fire department. But the fact is that you have to get that life experiences to know what's going on. But anyways, part of that, because I've always wanted to talk about that, autism in the fire service and all that kind of stuff. Because since I have high functioning autism, and I'm a volunteer firefighter for 12 years now this month, and it's become a big deal to me. And going back to what I was saying, part of my when I was re-diagnosed with high functioning autism, I redesignated my, goal to, I wanted to help people. I still want to help people, but I've actually want to inspire people that has Asperger's syndromes or high functioning autism or just autism in general, so that they can, join a fire department in any way. Like they can maybe join an auxiliary membership for a fire department, be a support for the fire department, maybe be an honorary firefighter, or actually be a actual firefighter, but at the same time, you're helping in any way. Because, volunteerism in the fire service is going down a downward spiral as we speak. It's not like back in the 1960s or 1950s, 60s, or 70s or 80s, where you get a volunteer, at least one volunteer per month, or maybe per week, or I don't know. I mean, the fact is, it all depends on where you're at. Like Royal Fire Departments, the Royal Fire Department I'm in, well, it's kind of like a township, but also a Royal Fire Department. But technically, Buchanan is not really, it's not really officially a township, but it's still a town. Um, you go to fire departments like Kitland, or volunteer fire departments in Fairfax County, Virginia, uh, Manassas, Virginia, or pay departments like Charlotte or Nashville or maybe Boston. Um, when you're busy and all that. Personally, that's another thing too. I like to be busy. I mean, call me nitpicky, but that's just me. I like to be busy. I mean, yeah, sure. Sometimes, why, go to work and all that kind of stuff, it just gets very, you get very annoyed because you run a call and all that kind of stuff that you work and all that kind of stuff on like a big brush fire and all that kind of stuff. But so far this past year, that hasn't happened to me, or this year. But you know, I think part of the problem with the fire service in general is, um, I think a lot of, not one say a lot, but some fire departments are not open to autistic people. They're not open to autistic people joining the fire department. But that's just me. But I really wanted to say that, I support an autistic person joining the fire department. I mean, you could have, say, I don't know, a sleep disorder. You can still join the fire department. I mean, that's just me. But yeah, wanted to talk about that. So whoever watches this, thank you for your support. I want to thank my subscribers, and but yeah, take care, guys.